This episode of SpectreSoundStudios is brought to you by Cali Audio. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's early Monday morning. Are you sitting there at work drinking coffee and browsing the web instead of actually getting stuff done? Yeah, I thought you were. Well, tell you what, I've been building up a new collection of amazing texts from some truly talented musicians. And I've even managed to get the most requested text ever for this show. Our first stupid engineer text. Buckle your seatbelts, it's about to get stupid in here.
I'm looking for an intern who has interest in doing audio editing, audio mixing, and audio mastering to start at Shortchange Studios. It has come to a point where we simply do not have the time to keep up with the amount of work demanded. The gig can be done from the comfort of your own home. It's a great way to get experience in radio, media, and music. We have worked with plenty of big names and many more big name songs on the go. We have a buildup of music material that needs to be mixed and mastered. Some files are studio recorded. Some are recorded in home studios. We also have radio shows that always need mixing. This is a great way to get your foot in the door and get some names under your belt if you got what it takes to make hit records. I am posting in this group because I rely on you relentlessly. I need an engineer that has the same tools to make sending files between parties easier. Serious inquiries only. This is not a paid gig. You will get royalties and credits.
You cheap motherfucker! Oh yeah, my studio is so busy these days. We're working with all these big name artists and we really need someone to come in and do all the bitch work that we're too lazy to do ourselves. But pay you? Fuck no! We're keeping all the money for ourselves, so we'll just give you credit and a royalty on a radio show. You know, this reminds me of the very first episode I did on Stupid Musician Texts where the band wanted to pay the studio in free promo. This is like the same fucking thing except reversed. You know, I wish I didn't have to blank people's names out on these things because you should hang your head in shame.
Shame!
If you're making money, then pay people for the time that they put in to help you, you penny-pinching, contemptible scumbag! Seriously, fuck you. And if anybody's considering working for this shithead, run the other way. You're gonna have a more satisfying and better paying career flipping burgers.
Hey man, if you still have the project file for 1988, could you send it and the stems to me? No rush or anything.
The stems are in Google Drive.
Oh nice, I'll have a looky-loo.
I sent you the link on FB.
Thanks. Hey buddy, could you send me the logic file for 1988? I'm overall happy with the mix. I just want to add an intro and do a vocal take with my new SM7B. Smiley face.
1.5 hours at $50 an hour.
So that translates to fuck you?
Lol, no, it means I'm willing to do it if you pay me.
You were already paid to do that.
This is outside that contract.
All good, mate. I'll mix it.
Thumbs up!
Need the practice. What the fuck?
Well, after that little exchange, it definitely translates into fuck you. Let me get this straight. You dropped $350 on one of these, a Shure SM7B, but you can't afford to pay for the engineer's time. Word to the wise, folks. Engineers are whores. We will do anything for money, including digging up your shitty tracks and consolidating them just so you can play with them. Just don't expect extras for nothing. Now, in my own experience, I have lost clients over exactly this sort of stuff. Charged a band to dig up a file and consolidate a project months after it's been completed, and then they were never seen again. Yeah, like I don't have other people in here working on stuff. Sure, let me put the paid project aside so I can dig up your files for free. This is the crap that they never tell you about in recording school. The day-to-day bullshit that you're going to have to wade through, that musicians keep throwing at you. Recording, what an amazing career choice!
Don't forget about practice, boys! Let's try and get an earlier start this time.
I had to take my girl to the emergency room over the weekend to have the tip of her toe sewed back on. She was pulling some one-ton machinery and ran over her toe. Nail ripped off and everything. I'm tending to her for the week. Gotta run to the store and get crutches for the time being. I'll catch up with you guys next week.
Seriously, dude?
Man, it sucks that YouTube changed its monetization policy because now I can't even show you guys that picture without this video getting taken down. As far as excuses for missing band practice go, that's actually not too bad. I've certainly heard lamer. Slept in, forgot, just didn't feel like it, although nobody ever admits to that one. A medical emergency is forgivable. Now, to the guy who actually had to deal with the emergency, keep this in mind. If your bandmates are giving you shit about it, just send them a picture of the part of the toe that got ripped off.
Hey Glenn, I downloaded a shitty plugin because you recommended it. It's the TSE BOD, and no, I am not a stupid motherfucker who has to rant on something that isn't bad. I don't know why, but my copy of the BOD has worked out pretty good once. I know the day I activated it in my DAW, it was late and got some badass results, but the next morning I woke up and wanted to do a new mix and started to make a shitty flange sound, and I re-listened to the whole mix to have evidence, was not the thing it gave me in the morning before! I contacted the TSE support, but I forgot the problem rule number 2. Who relies on the support is left alone. I contacted them once, then 6 months later I contacted them again and haven't got a response in that time. And that second message is now 6 months ago. Of course, no response since then. I don't want to be a dick and don't want to blame TSE on Twitter. That would get me absolutely nowhere. A lawsuit is also a shitty idea. It's firstly too overdone, and secondly, I can't afford it because I am a 15-year-old fucker who doesn't have money. My first idea was to ask you what my next step should be. So what do you think my next step should be?
Dude, I think your next step should be to stop talking and learn how to install a plugin correctly. Seriously, you're gonna sue a company over a free plugin? You've taken the phrase entitled little shit to a whole new dimension. But look, I get it, you're 15 and we all say really stupid shit at 15 because we just don't know any better. The trick is to learn from your mistakes and do better. And don't ever talk about suing somebody who put out a free plugin. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, everybody, this episode is brought to you by Kali Audio. Now, Kali makes a series of awesome yet affordable studio monitors with the LP6. I've had them on the show numerous times, and they are definitely best in class, and you can grab a pair for under $300 at Sweetwater. And in the very near future, I'm going to be shooting out their new IN8s versus the new IN5 models and possibly giving some away as well. Now, for more information on the awesome monitors that they make for very affordable prices, check out Kali Audio. I'll have a link in the description below. Now back to the stupid.
Hey, this is Luke. Thanks again for helping me record this track today. Hey, any chance you can send me the vocal tracks by tomorrow? The band wants to hear them. Hey, when can I expect to have the vocal tracks sent to me? Is there anything I can do to make this happen soon? I thought we sent them on WeTransfer. We uploaded them to Dropbox, but I never got the link to view the tracks. If you're at the studio, I can come by and we can try using a different flash drive. Or you can copy the links like this and send them to my email at whereareMyTracks@whatthefuck.com. Hey man, it's been over 2 weeks and I really need the tracks as soon as possible. Name a day and time when I can come by the studio to pick them up and I'll be there.
Hey Luke, looks like you got ghosted, pal. Here's something to keep in mind. If you've paid the engineer already, just remember, it's not that he's busy, it's just that you are no longer important to him. If you wave some cash at him, I guarantee you'll get his attention. Once again, engineers are whores. By the way, what's up with those Nail the Mix tracks? Are you sharing files you shouldn't be? And finally, I've saved the best for last.
1985 Gibson Custom Shop Explorer, $4,500 Winnipeg.
Could you send me some pictures?
It's getting refinished right now. Probably won't be done for a month. I can give you a serial number if you want. You can see it's a real 85 Gibson Custom Shop.
I'm gonna have to pass on it in that case. Honestly, man, on a vintage guitar like that, a refinish just kills the value, especially if it's not needed.
It is needed, and it's going to be better than it was brand new. I know about vintage guitars as I have a 1924 Gibson L3 and a 73 Gibson Les Paul Custom. Also have some 70s and 80s vintage Marshalls. They sound way better modded.
The can, if done right, but you can't argue that any modification done to a vintage guitar, especially if it's irreversible, will significantly devalue it.
It shouldn't. It's going to be better than brand new, and it will be better than brand new. I'm going to get done professionally by a well-known luthier. And to be honest, my 74 Marshall SLP modded with high-gain FX loop is the best amp I've ever heard played. And I've played diesels, dumbles, matte amps, vintage high watts, so anything I've done to guitars or amps brought up the value in it.
I disagree. Even if it's better than brand new, you won't be able to sell it for vintage prices. It's in the player's grade category now.
I know more about vintage Gibsons than you, but I'm done arguing. People from Winnipeg piss me off because they're very stupid. I can't stand it anymore.
If you hate Winnipeg and why do you have the damn thing listed in Winnipeg? I quite frankly don't like idiots insulting me and trying to argue common knowledge, no common sense. Good luck trying to sell it, and you're gonna need a lot of luck.
Wow, was that ever tough to read out loud? From both sides. It's like Clash of the Titans, the dumbass guitar player versus the illiterate buyer. Seems there's plenty of stupid going around these days in good old Winnipeg. Now, normally I'd be more than happy to share some wisdom on this subject, But I thought I'd have some fun, so I reached out to the YouTube guitar community and asked their opinion on this brilliant Gibson aficionado who's going to have a professional luthier refinish his vintage Gibson and make it better than new.
Wow, that's really dumb.
You stupid motherfucker.
Imagine choosing this moment to let the whole world know how stupid you are.
Wow. I just blacked out. Where am I? This isn't my channel. It smells like leather jackets in here.
Whoa, yeah, you are definitely gonna get some serious cash for that guitar now. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Stupid Musician Text is the show that relies on you. So if you've got a stupid text or a crazy classified or a delusional vintage Gibson owner, please hit the link in the description and send your screenshots my way. Thanks again to Cali Audio for sponsoring this episode. And until next time, I'll leave you with this. Digging ditches for a living is a far more rewarding career than working with bands.